Hey yo, what is up guys? This is Reverend J-Town back at again with another video. Today we're going to be pulling out the motor out the donor car and swap it over to the beautiful Genesis that we have right here. So you saw in the last video, we purchased this Genesis 3.8 Coupe Ultimate from Coupe for $1,300, and we're going to be swapping that motor to that one right there. If you guys saw the video, it has some couple mods. It has an intake, throttle body spacer. It had an engine leash, but I took it off. And it has a intake riser. And it's all going to that beautiful right there. It also came with some side skirts from, let me see where they were from Everblitz. It also came with some Spec Ds and a diffuser on it. So all that is going to be swapping over to the Genesis. To the other Genesis, but that'll be for another video. But for today's video, it's only gonna be strictly on swapping that motor to the other Genesis, and hopefully I have it done by the end of the day. I'm not sure if I will be able to, but if I am able to, then that's good. But if not, then we'll do it for another video, the finished product of swapping a motor to another Genesis. But first, let's get to all the damages that this car took. It took a damage on the windshield, on the fender, this part of the wheel well, that fuse box is damaged. Basically, the whole wiring harness on this side is all damaged. Radiator, condenser, fans, bumper, radiator support, all that took a beating. Even the hood, so all that's not even salvageable anymore. Maybe that thing is still working, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't really want to sell it out. But yeah, and the valve cover took a beating too. But I have a motor over there that came with this car. I'm gonna be swapping over the valve cover to this engine right here. So it's gonna have a new valve cover. I might just blow it out with the heads where the cams are at, because I'm not sure there's little plastics of the valve cover in there. So I want to be safe. I don't want to damage this motor because they're stupid expensive. They're for like 6K, 7K, depending how many miles it has. But we want to take care of this motor because we don't want it to happen the same thing happened to that one over there. But let's get straight to the video already. Let's start taking all the wiring harness, the wiring, all the intake, everything that's on the way, so we can pull the motor and the transmission out all together. For this one, we're gonna drop that transmission because we're gonna swap the whole transmission with the engine to this car. All right, guys, so I already took off one of the hoses for the power steering, some hoses for the AC lines, all the connectors that connects to the engine from the wiring harness. For those, I low-key destroyed them because they were breaking off easily. I'm not sure if the car was sitting outside for like maybe a year or 2 years in the sun, so all the plastics were baking and they were so brittle, so when I would pull them it would break easily. Like these, this is from a connector. They're already all messed up. But yeah, I already took out the high pressure fuel pump. The only thing I need to remove from the wiring harness is this area where the ECUs are at. I need to remove this one, but the impact pushed it inside the car and I really can't remove it. And this master cylinder, I can't remove it. It's like in there. I need to remove that in order to remove that harness connector. But other than that, everything's looking good. The only thing I need to remove now is the 2 bolts on each side from the from the catalytic converter, the motor mounts, and the transmission mount, the drag shaft, and all the motor will be out. All right, guys, so I didn't record the process, but I removed the transmission from the old car already. It's 3 bolts from the drag shaft, which are 19mm bolts. Those 2 right there, the one that makes the gears from parking and reverse and drive, that one is a 12mm and 10mm. This is a 12mm. Remove the hoses for the transmission lines, and that's it. You just gotta wiggle it out and kind of use a pry bar because the transmission was sitting in the sway bar. So you gotta get like a pry bar, pry it up, and it'll slide back. I mean, I made a whole mess. I'm sure you guys could make it a better, cleaner, not make much of a mess, but I got it out already. So the only thing left is just pulling this motor out, but my friend's not even here yet, so I gotta wait. But for right now, I guess I'll just remove the transmission mount and the drive shaft bolts. Super easy. Took me like about if I could say, it took me like about 20 minutes to remove this transmission. So it's super easy to remove it, honestly. All right, so I got the buddy John right here helping me out pull out the motor. He sponsored me his cherry picker, so we already took everything off already. What was the drive shaft, motor mount, transmission mount, everything's gone already. Only thing left is pulling the motor out, and then we'll see from there if we need more stuff to take out, like wiring connectors or anything like that. But I highly doubt it. It should come out now. All right, guys, so we already took the motor out. Sorry if you guys saw me run, but there was a wasp nest in there. But we exterminated all the wasps. Anyways, yeah, a bunch of wasps were coming out from the tire. I didn't even know there were wasps in there, but we already got it knocked out, huh, John?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I ran like a girl, but we got it out. It's already out from the donor car. We're gonna try to attempt to do it today and put it in there already. As for right now, we're gonna be taking off the wiring harness and swapping it with the one that we had over there, because this one is, huh?
Some all the good parts.
Oh, they already know. Yeah, they already saw it. But this wiring harness that this car has is messed up, so it doesn't work anymore. Sorry about my gloves too. But yeah,
You didn't even put it on right.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even put it on. The previous owner didn't even put it right. Crazy. But yeah, and then we're gonna change the valve cover right now as well. So we took both valve cover covers, because we saw that there's a lot of plastics in there, and maybe plastic went inside the timing chain cover. Yeah, so we're for sure gonna have to take it off and clean everything right, because we don't want no premature wear on the engine. It probably has a lot already, and we don't want to make it knock again. So we got to take everything off just to be safe and clean everything off. And maybe for another video I'll be installing it to that car. All right, guys, so we already took the timing chain cover. How does it look, John? Oh, look it right there. Oh, yep. They have plastic in there. Look,
some in the pan.
You dropped one inside, John. You dropped the bolt.
I don't think we dropped the bolt, way.
Well, you dropped it, bro.
How can we drop it, way?
Why is it in there?
I think it's just been in there, way.
I don't think it's been in there, bro. It would have been toasted the motor probably
I
by now.
didn't drop anything, way.
Damn, John, you dropped the bolt in there, John.
It was probably you, way. That's why you saw it, way.
Nah, bro, I saw it right there. But it really doesn't look that bad. What we have to do is take that oil pan out, bro. We have to, for sure, to clean it out, right? There's probably a piece of plastic in there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You guys, so as you guys can see, I wasn't able to pull the motor out and swap it to the other car. That'll be for another day, due to the fact that there was a lot of plastic pieces inside the motor, which I'll be cleaning right now. But putting the motor in another car will be in another video, so stay tuned for that. But it's honestly the easiest part for me. I think it's really not much work when you put it on. I think it's a little bit more harder to take it off. The only hard part is gonna be putting the wiring harness, because I really don't remember how it goes, but I'll just be watching some YouTube videos before I do anything. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned on the next video. Like, subscribe, and share with all your friends, all your Genesis friends, so you guys could keep up with the build. But we'll see you guys later. Peace. Love you guys.